There comes a moment in every woman's life when fashion stops being about chasing trends and starts becoming an expression of self-respect. After 60, you no longer dress to impress others. You dress to honor the woman you've become, graceful, self-assured, and free. When you open your wardrobe now, you aren't just choosing clothes. You're choosing how you want to feel. Elegant, effortless, at peace in your own skin. It's no longer about the number on a tag, but the emotion a garment evokes. The way a soft silk blouse brushes against your wrist, or how a perfectly tailored blazer reminds you that posture isn't just physical, it's emotional. This video isn't about rules. It's about rediscovering your quiet confidence through simplicity, balance, and grace. Because elegance is never loud. It's a whisper that leaves a lasting impression. We'll talk about fabrics that feel like a second skin, shapes that flatter the natural beauty of your changing body, and color palettes that add light to your face, not years. You'll learn how to let go of outdated pieces that no longer reflect who you are, and how to curate a wardrobe that speaks softly but beautifully about your story. Because after 60, elegance becomes more than just clothing. It becomes a mindset, a way of walking into a room and owning your space without saying a word. It's about learning that less isn't empty, it's powerful. That a single pearl necklace can say more about you than a dozen loud accessories ever could. So as we begin this journey, take a deep breath. Forget everything fashion magazines once told you about age. You are not here to follow trends. You are here to define timelessness. And I promise you, when you learn to dress not for youth but for grace, you'll realize that true style has no expiration date. Welcome to Wise Women Over 60, where every outfit tells a story of strength, serenity, and the beautiful evolution of womanhood. When it comes to dressing elegantly after 60, few things make a bigger difference than the neckline you choose. It's such a subtle detail, yet it completely transforms how your face, posture, and silhouette are perceived. Over the years, I've worked with many women who told me, I don't understand why my tops look heavy or make me feel wider. And very often, it wasn't the fabric or the color, it was simply the neckline. A neckline frames your face, the way a frame enhances a painting. When it's right, it draws attention upward, toward your eyes, your smile, and your natural confidence. When it's not, it can make you look tired, emphasize areas you don't love, or throw off your proportions. For women over 60, our bodies naturally change. The shoulders may slope slightly, the skin around the neck becomes softer, and the bust line can shift. These changes are part of a life beautifully lived, but they also mean that certain necklines will serve you better than others. Let's start with the V-neck, one of the most universally flattering shapes. The gentle V creates a vertical line that elongates your neck and subtly lengthens the torso. It gives your upper body more definition and directs the eye upward, perfect for balancing a fuller bust or softening a rounder face. Choose moderate Vs rather than plunging ones. Think elegance, not exposure. A V-neck in a soft knit or a silk blouse can instantly refine your everyday look. Next, the boat neckline. Timeless, sophisticated, and graceful. It broadens the shoulders slightly and can balance a fuller midsection beautifully. It's especially lovely on women with narrower shoulders or longer necks. You might have seen Audrey Hepburn wear it so effortlessly, that wide, gentle sweep that makes every gesture look more poised.
Then there's the scoop neck, soft and open without being revealing. It's feminine and easy to wear with necklaces or scarves. The rounded shape mirrors the natural softness of a mature woman's features and brings a sense of approachability and ease.
On the other hand, high necklines like turtlenecks or mock necks can sometimes be tricky. While they look elegant on slender necks, they can make a fuller bust or shorter neck appear more compact. If you love them, choose thinner fabrics and balance them with a long necklace or drop earrings to elongate the line visually.
When you're selecting tops, try to think beyond trends. Ask yourself, does this neckline open my face? Does it lift my posture? You'll notice that the right neckline doesn't just flatter your figure, it changes how you feel. That's the essence of fashion psychology. Clothes that help you feel lifted, confident, and aligned with your true self. One of my clients, a wonderful 68-year-old woman named Claire, once told me she had stopped wearing V-necks because she thought they were too young. After we styled her in a soft ivory V-neck cashmere sweater, she looked in the mirror and said, "I look like me again." That moment reminded me that elegance isn't about hiding. It's about revealing your quiet confidence with grace. So when you dress tomorrow morning, take a moment to notice your neckline. Let it frame your face, not fight it. Let it highlight your light. Because elegance isn't about chasing youth. It's about celebrating the beauty of every chapter you're in. There's a quiet power in color. The shades we choose can lift our mood, soften our features, and make our skin glow with vitality. But as we age, the colors that once felt right may no longer serve us the same way, and that's perfectly natural. Our skin tone, hair, and even the way we carry light all evolve with time. Choosing the right colors after 60 isn't about following strict rules. It's about harmony, finding tones that celebrate who you are now. Let's begin with something simple yet transformative: softness. As our skin matures, its natural contrast, the difference between skin, hair, and eyes, tends to fade. That's why harsh, highly saturated colors can sometimes look overpowering or make the skin appear dull. Instead, soft, muted tones bring back radiance and grace. Think of powder blue, blush pink, warm taupe, ivory, and soft sage. These shades gently reflect light and give your complexion a healthy, serene glow. They don't compete with you. They enhance you. If your skin has warm undertones, look for colors with a golden or creamy base, like beige, caramel, olive, or soft coral. These tones harmonize beautifully with your natural warmth, giving your complexion a luminous sun-kissed touch. If your skin leans cool, gravitate towards shades with blue or rose bases, like lavender, icy gray, or dusty mauve. These create a beautiful contrast that refreshes your appearance, especially if your hair has silver or ash tones. One timeless tip that works for almost everyone: neutrals are your best friends. Cream, camel, navy, gray, and white, when layered thoughtfully, create that effortless, old money sophistication. A white silk blouse with tailored beige trousers. A soft gray sweater draped over ivory linen. These combinations whisper luxury in the most understated way. But that doesn't mean you should avoid color completely. In fact, a well-chosen accent, a pastel scarf, a pair of coral earrings, or even a bold lipstick can be your signature. Color, when used sparingly, becomes an expression of personality rather than a distraction. Fashion psychologists often note that colors have emotional resonance. Soft blues calm the mind, warm peaches evoke joy, Cream and white bring clarity and peace. When you consciously dress in tones that reflect the mood you want to embody, you begin your day with intention, and that's the essence of true style. I once worked with a woman named Elaine who had always worn black because she believed it made her look slimmer. One day, I suggested she try a pale rose cardigan. When she saw herself in the mirror, she smiled and said softly, "I look alive again." That's what the right color does. It doesn't hide you, it revives you. When you open your closet, imagine you're curating an artist's palette. Every shade should make you feel seen, soft, and alive. Because it's 60 and beyond, elegance isn't about looking younger. It's about choosing colors that reflect the wisdom, serenity, and warmth you've earned through every chapter of your life. As we grow older, style becomes less about trends and more about how we feel and what we wear. One of the most overlooked aspects of dressing beautifully after 60 is the fabric itself, the texture that touches your skin, the way it drapes over your body, the quiet message it sends about comfort and sophistication. Our skin changes with time. It becomes thinner, more sensitive, and deserves to be treated with the same gentleness we give to the people we love. That's why the fabrics you choose can completely transform your experience of getting dressed. It's not only about how something looks in the mirror, but how it feels from the inside out. Let's start with natural fibers, the true heroes of timeless elegance. Cotton, linen, silk, and cashmere breathe with you. They allow air to flow, adapt to temperature, and move in harmony with your body. When you slip into a silk blouse or a soft cotton shirt, you instantly sense that quiet luxury, the kind that doesn't shout but whispers refinement. Silk, in particular, is a wonderful ally. It has a natural sheen that brightens the complexion, reflects light softly, and feels divine on the skin. It's perfect for blouses, scarves, and even simple camisoles under jackets. For women over 60, silk adds luminosity, that subtle glow that makeup can't quite replicate. Cashmere is another secret weapon. Lightweight yet warm, it gives structure without stiffness. The way it falls gently around the shoulders, the way it molds to your shape, it's comfort elevated to an art form. And while cashmere might be an investment, a single high-quality sweater can last for years, aging gracefully alongside you. On the other hand, synthetic fabrics like polyester or nylon can sometimes be harsh on mature skin. They trap heat, cling to the body, and can emphasize lines or areas we'd rather soften. That doesn't mean you must avoid them completely. Blends that include a touch of natural fiber like cotton modal or silk viscose can still feel pleasant and easy to care for. If you live in a warm climate, linen is your best friend. Its relaxed wrinkles tell a story of ease and confidence. Pair it with a soft scarf or delicate jewelry, and suddenly, your outfit feels like a vacation in the south of France. Effortless, airy, and chic. There's also something deeply psychological about texture. Smooth fabrics tend to evoke calmness and composure. Soft knits create a sense of safety and warmth. Crisp cotton gives an impression of quiet discipline. The texture you wear can set the tone for your entire day, a subtle but powerful form of self-care. One of my clients, Margaret, once said, "I used to think comfort meant giving up style. Now I know it's the foundation of elegance." That's exactly it. True sophistication doesn't mean suffering and scratchy materials or stiff blazers. It means finding pieces that let you breathe, move, and express your natural grace with ease. When choosing fabrics, ask yourself 3 simple questions. Does it breathe? Does it drape softly? Does it make me feel beautiful when I touch it? Because elegance is as much about how something feels against your skin as how it looks in a photograph. So next time you shop, don't be swayed only by color or cut. Gently run your fingers along the fabric. Let your skin decide. It knows what it loves. And remember, true elegance begins with comfort, and comfort begins with kindness to yourself. There's something undeniably graceful about a woman who knows how to wear her clothes, not let her clothes wear her. Fit and silhouette are the quiet language of elegance. They say without words, I understand my body and I dress it with respect. But here's the truth. Many women, especially after 60, start hiding behind fabric. We choose oversized tops, long cardigans, or loose dresses because they feel safe. We tell ourselves they're comfortable or forgiving. And while comfort is important, shape is what gives presence. The goal is never to squeeze into something too tight or follow a passing trend. It's to find that perfect middle ground, structured comfort. Imagine this. A softly tailored blazer that glides over your shoulders. A pair of straight-leg trousers that elongate your frame. A wrap dress that gently defines your waist without clinging. Each piece should skim, not squeeze. That's the secret to looking refined, balanced, and timeless. Let's talk about proportion, the quiet hero of style. When one part of your outfit is loose, balance it with something more fitted. A flowy blouse looks best with sleek trousers. A wide-leg pant feels most elegant with a neat tucked-in top. It's like visual poetry, where every line flows gracefully into the next. As we mature, our bodies change shape, and that's something to embrace, not disguise. Maybe your shoulders have softened, or your waistline isn't what it used to be. That's perfectly fine. The key is to dress in harmony with your natural form, not in resistance to it. Clothes that drape beautifully, fabrics that move with you, and cuts that follow your curves instead of hiding them, those are your allies. Tailoring can be your best investment. A simple adjustment, shortening a hem, nipping a waist, or shaping a sleeve, can transform an average garment into something that looks custom-made. Think of your tailor as your secret style partner. Every stylish woman has one. And don't underestimate the power of posture. Even the most beautiful outfit loses its magic if it's not worn with confidence. When you stand tall, shoulders relaxed, chin slightly lifted, your clothes fall differently. They move with grace because you do. A well-fitted silhouette does more than flatter your body. It tells your story. It says you're not chasing youth, you're owning your elegance. Fashion at 60 isn't about hiding, it's about revealing, not skin, but spirit. Your silhouette should mirror your life, balanced, poised, and full of quiet strength. So next time you get dressed, ask yourself, does this outfit honor my shape? Does it move with me, not against me? If the answer is yes, then you've mastered the art of effortless elegance. Not by changing who you are, but by dressing in alignment with your beautiful, evolving self. There's an old saying, accessories are the punctuation marks of style. They finish your outfit, define your tone, and communicate who you are before you even speak. But just like punctuation, too much of it can make your message confusing. Too little, and your story feels incomplete. For many women, especially those of us over 60, accessories often fall into two extremes. Either we hold on to the pieces we've had for decades, or we stop wearing them altogether. Outdated accessories don't necessarily look bad, but they belong to a different version of you, one that you've outgrown.
Your style has evolved, your life has evolved, and your accessories should evolve too.
The goal isn't to abandon tradition, it's to refresh how you express it. Maybe that vintage brooch could be worn on a crisp white blazer, or your pearl necklace layered with a delicate gold chain. When updating accessories, think clean, intentional, and light. Choose one or two pieces that elevate rather than compete with each other. Let's talk about color and tone. Silver, gold, rose gold, all can look stunning. What matters is how these tones interact with your skin's undertone. Avoid overly shiny, reflective finishes that can feel harsh or outdated. The same applies to handbags. Shape matters. Curved lines appear softer and more elegant than boxy or heavily adorned designs.
And when it comes to scarves, think of them as your frame. Avoid bulky scarves that overpower your outfit or hide your neckline.
Accessories should never wear you, they should highlight you. Because when your accessories feel modern, you feel modern. And that quiet confidence is what makes elegance timeless.
If you've made it this far, it means you understand something many people never do. That fashion after 60 isn't about resisting time, it's about celebrating it.
Every wrinkle, every silver strand of hair, every softening curve tells a story. Your wardrobe should echo that same poetry, quiet, authentic, and deeply human. The most elegant women aren't the ones who wear the most expensive clothes. They're the ones who understand proportion, purpose, and presence. They know that comfort is not the opposite of beauty, it's the foundation of it. They know that a perfectly fitted cardigan or a graceful trench coat can carry more dignity than any designer logo. And they've learned to see fashion as a form of self-kindness. Because when you choose what to wear each morning, you're not just dressing your body, you're setting the tone for how you move through the world. Your clothes should empower you, not constrain you. They should remind you that you've lived, loved, lost, and learned, and that every experience has refined your sense of beauty. Remove the noise. Keep the pieces that feel like you. The ones that make you stand taller, smile softer, and move with ease. Replace fast fashion with slow elegance, pieces that last, both in quality and meaning. Because when you dress with intention, you're not just putting on clothes, you're putting on your energy. And that energy is magnetic. You are not invisible. You are timeless. And your style, calm, thoughtful, and beautifully understated, will continue to speak even when you say nothing at all.
Thank you for spending this time with me. If this video inspired you, subscribe and share it with another elegant woman in your life.
Because fashion fades, but grace only grows stronger with time.